What did you eat for breakfast today? If you were a crop, like corn, peas, or potatoes growing in a field, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner would be nutrients from the soil. Of the primary nutrients, nitrogen is instrumental. So how does nitrogen help feed the world? We'll show you. Nitrogen is a macronutrient needed in large quantities that works with other nutrients, like potassium and phosphorus, to grow healthy plants. Plants are like a vacuum that suck up nutrients from the soil as they grow, so the nutrients need to be replenished. Nitrogen is directly responsible for increasing protein content in plants. It's also a major element in chlorophyll production, which allows for photosynthesis in the plant and gives plants their green color. It also helps with the absorption of other important nutrients, like phosphorus and potassium. But where does nitrogen come from? From the air. The Earth's atmosphere is actually about 78% nitrogen. And all living things must have it to survive. But most plants can't get their nitrogen directly from the air. A process known as nitrogen fixation must occur for nitrogen in the air to be converted to a form that most green plants can use. Plants capable of biologically fixing nitrogen directly from the soil are called legumes. Some legumes you may be familiar with are alfalfa, white clover, peanuts, and soybeans. Certain bacteria called rhizobia reside in specialized root tissues called nodules, where they convert nitrogen gas to usable nitrogen through a complex process. The next crop, planted where the legumes were planted, can take advantage of the nitrogen deposited in the soil as the result of the legume plant residue decomposing in the soil. Nitrogen is also released into the soil when organic matter breaks down through microbial decomposition, or when microbes, feeding on dead plants and animals, die in a process called mineralization. However, the sum of these natural processes does not result in enough usable nitrogen to produce the amount of food required to feed the increasing world population. Nitrogen is constantly on the move. Nitrogen is added to the soil by atmospheric chemical processes, by applying fertilizer, and by waste, such as manure from animals. Other processes, including the production and harvest of crops, remove nitrogen from the soil. Agriculture strives to balance nitrogen removed and nitrogen added to optimize production and minimize environmental impact. Check out these two pictures of corn. The field on the left is nitrogen deficient, and the field on the right has the optimal amount of nutrients. Plants that can't access nitrogen from the air need to have nitrogen applied to the soil, and that's where nitrogen fertilizer plays an important role. 50% of our food is grown thanks to fertilizers. Combining nitrogen from the atmosphere with hydrogen from natural gas under high temperature and high pressure produces anhydrous ammonia, the basis for most nitrogen fertilizers. Reducing greenhouse gases when making nitrogen fertilizer is a priority and plays an important role in climate-smart agriculture. Once nitrogen fertilizer is made, it then makes its way to distributors, serving farms across the world via pipeline, train, truck, and even boats, where essential nitrogen is applied to the fields that need it, ensuring the world's crops are healthy and bountiful. Working in unison with other nutrients, this incredible element is crucial to growing healthy crops to feed the world's growing population.